Oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I just scrolled through the best social media video hosting platform on the internet. It's called BitChute, and there's like nothing on. There's nothing in you. There's nothing in trending. There's nothing in popular. It's like it's a total fucking like. It's so lame. BitChute is so fucking lame. And that's the best video hosting platform on the internet. So I'm doing another video. Starting to get a little chilly in here. I think first thing I want to do is close the door. It appears I've lost interest with my subscriber base. It appears to be the case, and that's okay. I mean, what? I don't know. Probably because of all my wacky commentary. So I'm gonna shut my door. There's a little process involved in that. All right. And so I guess I was gonna go more into, standing up to the system, right? How do you do this? Like, what? Is there a handbook that can give me like some direction on how do I go about standing up against the corrupt system? And because I'm not really getting this information on these big channels that talk about the evil corruption and the importance of that we all stand up against it. I'm not getting any direction, suggestions, nothing like that. And so I'll just kind of go into some of my views on this whole idea of standing up against this beast system. And the first thing I wanted to get into is the idea of working within the system to affect change. Okay? Just nobody's watching this, but if anybody does watch this, I want you to please take a moment and just think about the idea of working within the system to affect change. To change the system, right? I mean, how do you stand up against this beast system? Well, one of the really popular methods that the majority of people use to stand up against the system is to affect change within the system. That means they operate within the system to change it. Well, that's what all those politicians are in politics for. They're working within the system to affect change. And what happens every time? Nothing. The same thing. Nothing happens. Nothing changes. Right? And any and everybody that uses the money system is in this system. And so my point is it is impossible to affect change from within the system. It's impossible. And see, it's a very convenient illusion to believe that one can affect change from within the system. It's a convenient delusion because then it's delusion. They're refusing to face the fact that no individual can affect change from within the system. And nobody wants to admit this. Because that would mean they'd have to quit their job. That would mean they would have to walk away from all of this. Like, walk away from all of it. Stop using money. Stop going to work for money. Stop paying for rent and water and food and all this shit. Stop. The only way to affect change is to stop participating, and that means entirely. That means entirely. And so if you're wondering why no one is doing this, why no one is standing up against the system, is because that's what it means to stand up against the system, is to stop participating. And who is going to stop participating? Richie from Boston? Oh, hell no. You think Richie from Boston is going to stop participating? He's a fucking celebrity on the internet. He brings in 5 to 6 figures a year off of his celebrity internet status. You think he's going to stop participating? Fuck no. But he's going to continue to lecture you on how you need to stand up and start doing something to fight this. There is nothing. The only way to fight this beast system is to unplug from it. Unplug. Here we go. Back to the fucking Matrix. Unfucking plug, bro. I mean, it's like, come on. You want to go into the Matrix again and talk about it endlessly on and on about the Matrix? I mean, look at Mr. Anderson before he unplugged, and then look at Mr. Anderson after he unplugged. What was Mr. Anderson's life before he unplugged? He lived in a nice fucking apartment. He had a fucking job, a good job that paid the bills, that paid for his nice apartment. He had a really nice apartment. He had a fucking good job in a big high-rise building downtown. That was before he unplugged. When he unplugged, what did it look like? He was wearing tattered fucking clothes and living in a fucking prison cell on the Nebuchadnezzar. If you want to fight the system, you got to unplug. That means you got to let go of your cush job. You got to let go of like all your nice fancy duds and your nice fucking job, you know, your celebrity status on the internet, and go live in a fucking prison cell in the Nebuchadnezzar and eat that fucking cream of wheat goop every day, 3 meals a day, and live on a fucking Nebuchadnezzar spaceship or whatever, like the proverbial Nebuchadnezzar, where you just wear tattered fucking clothes and sleep in a prison cell and eat fucking cream of wheat 3 meals a day. Who wants to do that? Who's going to do that? No, people would rather keep their jobs, have their nice apartments, live in the comfort that all the comforts that the beast system provides. Why are they going to fight it? Why are they going to stand against the very system that provides them the comfort of their cush job like Mr. Anderson had, and the comfort of their nice apartment? Look, my point is, you cannot affect change within the system. You're no different than a politician if you believe that you can affect change within the system. That's the whole point of Trump getting into politics, is Trump's belief that he can change the system from within. Or anybody. You know? Any politician. And see, people like to point at the politicians, but it's not just the politicians. It's everybody that's participating in the beast system is helping, doing their part to hold up the system. They're all doing their part to continue empowering the system that they're claiming that we all need to stand up against. The only way is to completely unplug from it. You know? Do you think that these people are just going to quit their jobs? Yeah, right. I can already hear the answer to the question. I can read your mind. Your answer to that question is no, these people aren't going to quit their jobs. So then the only thing you can continue to push on these people is that they can somehow affect change from within the system. That they can continue to participate in this system while simultaneously stand up against it. It doesn't, that's not the way reality works. And again, this is deductive logic that I'm saying here. It doesn't require a lot of understanding to understand this. You can't expect, dude, you cannot participate in a system while simultaneously stand up against it. You can't. It's either one or the other. That's called lukewarm. You're neither hot nor cold. You're just lukewarm. And if you're not quitting your job and unplugging, then what real right do you have to be lecturing other people on how everyone else needs to start standing up to this? You're not doing it. You're still participating in this system. So this is something people don't want to hear this, because then they have to look at themselves and realize that they're not this big rebel they like to think they are. You're not rebelling against the system if you participate in it. You know what I mean? And it is pure delusion to think that you can affect change from within the system. You can't. That's the lie. That's the lie that Richie from Boston and everyone else is pushing on you. Is that you can participate in this system while standing up against it. You can't. It's either one or the other. You know why they're lying to you? Is because that's how they keep up their facade. Richie from Boston has to continue to keep up this illusion that you as an audience member can participate in the system while still standing up against it. That's Richie from Boston's whole shtick. And Richie from Boston is not an isolated incident. Every single one of them are the same. They work within the system. That's why they have celebrity status on the internet. That's why they bring in 5 and 6 figures a year on their channels. That's why when they put up a GoFundMe, within a week they have $50,000 in their GoFundMe account. Because they are participants of the very system they're lecturing you on how you need to stand up against. They're playing you like a fucking deck of cards. And it's not just Richie from Boston. It is virtually every single one of them in popular and trending. You cannot affect change from within the system. That time is coming past. There was an opportunity in my lifetime for people to do that, and it was squandered. People didn't care. And so now we all suffer the consequences of that apathy. We suffer the consequences of that apathy. Now there is no other choice. There is no choice. There is only either participate in the system or don't. You can't participate in the system while simultaneously standing up against it. And if you aren't quitting your job and walking away from your house payments and your car payments and all this other bullshit, if you aren't doing that, then you're not part of any resistance at all. You're not standing up to anything. You are participating in pulling the levers, pushing the buttons, and keeping everything going, keeping the beast system fucking, wheels churning. That's all there is. That's all there is. And so then you might look at me and be like, well, what the fuck are you doing? Exactly. Here I am on this platform. I've already been down this road, though. Back when there was still opportunity to affect change from within, I was out on the firing lines for like fucking over a decade. And that time has come and passed. All the people all the seasoned motherfuckers that have been in the fight long before you and I, they all discovered this, that it's too late. It's too late. At this point, it's too fucking late to affect change from within the system. It's too far gone. And if you don't know that, who are you listening to? Who are the people that are telling you that you can somehow affect change from within the system? It's time to start looking at those people and acknowledging them for what they are. They're fucking frauds. Anybody that's telling you that you can affect change from within the system is a fucking fraud. And when you look at them, they're just like Richie from Boston, really graceful, True Stream Media, all these guys, they're all fucking frauds that are constantly pushing this brainwash that you as the viewer can somehow affect change from within the system. You can stand up like they are. But what are they doing? They're not doing anything but making money off of the very system they claim you need to stand up against. They're fucking frauds. Every last one of them. That time is gone. To affect change from within, to affect change from within the system, that time is over. It's done. It doesn't even exist. Like when Morpheus is talking about how, we're led to believe that the year is 1999, when really it's a completely different year. Like, you're in a fucking wrong timeline if you think that you can still affect change from within the system. And if you have a job and you pay bills and you go to work and you make money and you make car payments and you make house payments and you pay rent and you pay all this shit and you do all this, you work for the system. That's all there is. And the only standing up against it is quitting your job. Stop making your house payments. Stop making your car payments. Stop participating. That's all there is now. That's all that's left. Again, in my lifetime, there was a time to affect change from within, but that time is over. It's gone. It doesn't even exist. And it's been subverted and taken over by a bunch of lying fucking snake oil fucking grifting shills. Like all the Richie from Boston. I hate to pick on Richie, but I don't have any vendetta against Richie. They're all like that. Look at Richie from Boston. That's every single motherfucker in Popular and Trending on every fucking platform. YouTube, Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute. Every single fucking Popular and Trending channel on all these platforms is like Richie from Boston. Watch Richie from Boston. That's all of them. And again, so I don't like picking on Richie from Boston because they're all the fucking same. They all have the exact identical same shtick. Rebranded, repackaged, same fucking shit, different fucking toilet. You can't affect change from within the system. And that's it, period. And so if you want to be a Richie from Boston, well then that's the system. You're a celebrity in the system if you're a Richie from Boston. You're bringing in 5 and 6 figures being a celebrity for the system. Where you lecture everyone else on everyone else needs to start doing something to stand up against this. When what Richie needs to do is stop being a sellout grifting fucking shill with this RichieLikesGold.com bullshit. Maybe he'll turn a new leaf. Maybe he'll, the guy has no self-awareness. None of these motherfuckers in Popular and Trending do. They say the stupidest shit every day, all day. That's all they do is say stupid shit. That's what their whole job is. Just like mainstream media. Just rebranded and repackaged, same fucking shit. You can't affect change from within the system. It's over. All there is you either participate or you don't. That's all there is. And if you don't participate, that is it's like that's the whole essence. That's all that standing up against the system is stop participating. It isn't going and stealing a fucking tank and driving it through town and running over buildings and shooting at people and going postal. You know that's not going to do shit. That's except for just, it's going to make everything worse for everyone, including yourself. The only way to stand against the system is to unfucking plug. Stop participating. Quit your jobs. Quit paying rent. Quit paying for your fucking... Stop participating in credit cards and home loans and all this stupid faggot shit. It's all fucking fake and gay. If you're participating in any and all this shit, you're part of the problem at this point. And so there's no need to be looking around at who is the problem, because you're fucking taking out house loans and got credit cards, or you're a fucking drug dealer, or you're work for the government, you know? Like, you are the fucking problem. Unfortunately, that's how bad it's gotten. That if you participate in the system, you are part of the problem. And until you stop participating in the system, you have no right to point fingers at anyone. I don't care if it's fucking Bill Gates and fucking self. You are participating in the very system that you are constantly lecturing everyone else we need to stop, we need to stand up against. What's that word I'm thinking of? I can't think of the word. It's on the tip of my tongue, but the only way to stand up against the system is by stop participating. You cannot participate in the system and stand up against it at the same time. It's a complete and utter contradiction. It makes no fucking sense. And that's the lie they want everybody to believe, that you can stand up against the system while simultaneously participating in it. They want you to keep believing that. That's the carrot on the stick, to keep you going to your job, keep you, getting that home loan, keep you applying for another credit card, keep you out there selling drugs on the fucking street, keep you, running some channel, hoping that you'll start making money off of some YouTube or BitChute channel. It's all designed, the carrot on the stick, to keep you participating. This lie that you can affect change from within the system. That's the whole lie that's going on right now, is that you can affect change from within the system. And that's the carrot on the stick. So you keep going to your job. You find a new job. You keep paying your fucking bills. You keep paying for whatever it is. Home loans, car loans, car payments, house payments, paying rent, paying for this, paying for that. So you got to keep working. But it's okay, because you can affect change from within the system. If you just keep participating in the system, you can affect change from within. And that's the lie. It'll never happen. It's never gonna. I don't care how much you try to convince people they need to stand up and start doing something. The only thing there is to do is to stop participating. And if you yourself are participating, well, then you can lecture everyone else till the cows come home. But there will be no response. There will be, you're wasting your breath. You're wasting your time, because you yourself are participating in the system. Therefore, you are not standing up against it. And as stupid as people might seem, and maybe are, on a subconscious level, the masses know this. And the people, the rulers, they control everyone through the subconscious. They have everyone thinking on a subconscious. They have everyone on a subconscious level of thought processes. And that's how they control everyone. They don't want people being consciously aware of their decisions, because if you are consciously aware of your decisions, then you know what I'm saying is true. If you're consciously aware of all the decisions that you make in your life, and have been to this day, you know that what I'm saying is true, that you can't participate in the system and affect change from within it. The only way to stand up against all the corruption in the system that you oppose, is by stop participating in all of it. No more jobs, no more work, no more car payments, no more house payments, none of it. It's all a facade, dude. It's all a facade. And on a subconscious level, all these people know this. And all these people love delusion. This is all delusion. Participating in the system is all delusion. And so they like delusion. They're familiar with delusion. And so when they hear the delusional message that you can affect change from within, they love to hear that because it cosigns their bullshit. It reinforces the idea that what they're doing, all their participation is all meaningful, and that there's some meaning in all this. Well, there isn't. When I was reading that Gnostic shit, that's what that Gnostic shit says, the same thing. All this stuff is all meaningless. And it's all of it are the shackles that hold you. But you choose to get that car loan. You choose to get that home loan. You choose to go to work to pay the house payments. You choose to go to work to pay the car payments. You choose to go to work and subject yourself to, servitude so that you can have money, so that you can go buy drugs or buy alcohol and go party or sit around on the couch and watch DVDs or whatever the fuck, or pay your car payments so that you can have a cool car so when you drive downtown the bitches are looking at you. You choose to do all this shit. And then the delusional message is constantly pumped at you is that you can somehow affect change from within this system. So therefore, keep making your car payments. Keep going to work. Keep making money. Keep producing. Keep consuming. Keep participating. Because there's a means to an end. You can change the corrupt system that you exist within if you just keep going to work, keep making your car payments, your house payments, your mortgages, keep getting credit cards, keep selling drugs, keep snorting coke, keep driving that nice car around town so you can get attention from people, keep virtue signaling, keep all this up. It's all a lie. The only way to resist and stand up to the system is to unplug from it. Stop going to work. Stop making your car payments. Stop getting loans. Stop applying for credit cards. Stop applying for loans. Stop it. Just go walk the fuck off into the desert of the real. Welcome to the fucking desert of the real.